everybody, my name is Lexi, and for the final exam I will be trying to make stone tools using this piece of obsidian. It's pretty large, pretty hefty. I'm going to see if I can get one hand axe out of it and a bunch of arrowhead blanks. I did do this pre-recording with a different chunk just to see if it was possible and the easiest way to go about it, and I ended up with a lot of perfect arrowhead flakes and then a couple of smaller sharp edges that could be used for, scraping meat off of a hide or a bone or something. So I also got a lot of tiny shards, so we'll see how this goes. But today I'm doing the hand axe because it's the closest that people had to knives back then. Good old pocket knives. You may notice that this has an assisted opening. Those are illegal in New York and New Jersey, but I'm in Illinois, so it's fine. So the test is going to be if it can cut through a slice of paper pretty well. This knife is dull, so it's not the best. But if the hand axe can do this or better, then I'll be happy with it. So let's move down to some concrete where I can get started. Okay, so I'm down at my workstation, which is just a little slab of concrete that's farther down off our deck, and I'm gonna see if I can make this into a hand axe of some sort using this very convenient rock that I found in my backyard. Let's get started. Now, one thing that I found was interesting from my first attempt at making a hand axe is that it's harder than it looks. Glass has a reputation for being fragile, but this is anything but. You really gotta try with this one. I'm gonna see if I can thin out this edge here to kind of make sharper and into some sort of rough tool, but we'll see how it goes. You can see that you have to hit with the grain. That's another thing I learned. If you don't hit with the grain, it just shatters into a million pieces, and that's not good. So, test paper flying away. There we go. We got our first flake and a few extra shards along the way. There's this one. That looks pretty nice as like a little dainty thing. There's this one. This one looks really nice. This one, if you can see through it, that means it's thin, it's sharp, and it should do pretty good as a little tool to cut this paper. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is a nice cut right there from that little flake, and that's not even the thing I was going for. So far so good. I'll move these out of the way, and let's see, where did I get that from? I got that from here. Let me see if I can bite off a little bit of this edge and get a more solid shape out of this side. Oh, hit myself there. Another thing I've noticed is that flakes tend to go far even if they're much smaller, as you can see there. So you definitely have to watch out for those flying everywhere. We have another good one. This one might be good as, this is a sharp point kind of, so it would be good for an arrowhead. We have a couple of smaller ones as well that could be kind of like a razor blade. This one really does look like a razor blade, so I'm excited about this one. That one looks really nice. Let me see if I can get the rest of this side here. Let's try from the other side real quick. Okay, that's something. Okay. I don't know about that. I think that looks like a pretty good edge for at least one side of this hand axe, and I'm getting lots of little flakes along the way that could be used for other purposes as smaller cutting tools, so that's great. Let me see if I can get this side now. Make it a double-edged thing. That would be cool. Ooh. Now this is nice. That's really nice. Okay, let me see if I can get this little edge here, just for aesthetic reasons. And then get this into a point up here. Alright. This big flake here needs to go. So I'm going to strike it from this side to see if I can get that off. Aha! There we go. I ended up with two pretty good thin flakes here. You can see through this one on this side. And this one, that's pretty good for something. Let me bite into this edge over here. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let's see if the cut test works. Can I slice through this piece of paper using it? Oh. We're getting there. It's not great. It's more of a rip than anything. Let me try the other side. All right. Okay, so this piece still isn't super sharp or good for cutting. However, everything that I've pulled off of it, let's see how this works. Let's try a different flake. Oh, there we go. This one's doing it. Look at that. Okay. So I guess I would call that half a success. I didn't get a hand axe, but I got a whole lot of smaller, sharp cutting tools and a lot of debris. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time.